welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie and I'm brand new here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be answering 25 questions about myself to help you guys get to know me better. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. The first question is, what is my middle name? My middle name is named after my grandma's first name, which is Jeanette. The second question is, what is your zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is the Leo, so I was born in July, which is this month. So I'm not sure about like the change because I heard a while ago that like the zodiac signs changed and stuff, but I'm just gonna stick with Leo. The third questions are, what are 3 fears that you have? So my first fear is that I am very afraid of spiders. Like, I cannot even look at them. They gross me out so much. I won't touch them, nothing. So like, yeah, no. We'll just leave it at that. The second is the unknown. I've always been afraid of the unknown. So like, what's yet to come and what I don't know is going on. I always like to know exactly what's going on and what's happening. So the unknown has always been something that has frightened me a bit. The third thing is judgment or disappointment. I am always so afraid to be judged for things. A while ago I tried starting this YouTube channel and I was just so scared of judgment and like being judged for doing this by my family and my friends, but I'm trying really hard to get over it, so here I am. And disappointment. I have always been afraid of disappointing people. I really like to be the type of person that is just, you know, uplifting and that people are proud of, so definitely disappointment is one of the things that I fear. The fourth question is 3 things that I love. So I love music. Music really speaks to me in a different way that nothing else can. I love to listen to music. The second thing is me time. I love to just be alone sometimes and just take time for myself to, you know, like be happy and focus on myself, because I feel like a lot of the time we get so caught up in other things and other people's problems that we forget to focus on ourselves. And focusing on yourself is so important. So I love to just have a bath, listen to some music, and just be alone and be with myself. The last thing is family and friends, which is kind of 2 things, but I love my family and friends so much. I've always had a really close relationship with my family, and I really feel like you should always choose family over friends because real friends are family. So the 5th question is, describe your best friend. So my best friend's name is Leah. We have been friends for about 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. It was actually kind of funny the way that we like got to become friends. So we knew each other when we were like in grade 2, and then we kind of like drifted apart and I moved schools and like we just went on with our lives in elementary, however you do, and then I guess in junior high we got closer and we've been friends ever since. So yeah, that's how we became friends. The 6th question is, what was the last song I listened to? I have no idea. Honestly, I love music, but cannot even recall what I last listened to, so sorry. The 7th question is, how many piercings or tattoos do I have? So I have no tattoos at the moment, but I have 4 piercings currently. I used to have more, but right now I have my nose pierced, my ears pierced, I have a dermal piercing on my chest, and I also have my belly button pierced. However, I used to have my Monroe pierced, and I got braces about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So my orthodontist made me take it out because it was causing problems with my teeth. So yeah, I had to take that out sadly, but oh well. And I also had my cartilage pierced right in here, but that fell out and grew over kind of thing, so I took that one out as well. However, I want a tattoo. I'm going to get a tattoo on my birthday this year, which is in like 22 days, so I'm super excited about that. The 8th question is, what is your favorite movie? So I actually have 2 favorite movies. As I said earlier, I'm really like an inspirational person. I like to be inspired by things and just be happy. I'm also really emotional when it comes to like movies and music and that kind of thing. So the first movie that I have is Radio. It's a movie about a boy that's like left out and stuff, and then there's this coach and they come together and they just like love him and accept him, and in the end it's such a beautiful thing, like hurts my heart, but like in a good way. And then the second one is Freedom Writers, and it's about like this gang or whatever, and like this teacher helps them come together and just love each other, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. Again, touched my heart so much. So those are my two favorite movies. I'm sure I have more, but those are the two that come right off the top of my head. Ninth question is, what is my favorite song? So I love music so much, but I honestly have no idea what my favorite song is. Like, I just love everything. Like, usually I'll listen to any type of music as long as it's not like, I don't really like that rap stuff, but anything else, I'll listen to. So the 10th question is 3 things that make me happy. So the first thing I have is hiking. I love to go hiking. I love to be just in the wilderness, in the mountains. It really just like frees my soul from things that I'm stressing about, where I can just hike up a mountain and get to the top and just see the beauty of this beautiful world that we have. It really gives me freedom, so that gives me so much happiness. The second thing is being on the beach. So a few months ago I went to Cuba, and again, just with like the scenery thing and just like being alone and at peace on the beach and just hearing the waves crash, that makes me so happy too. So hiking, being in the mountains, the beach. And the last thing is going to church. I'm Christian, and being at church makes me so happy because I'm in the presence of God, and I just feel so good. It fills me with some type of happiness that's just unexplainable. The 11th question is 3 things that make me upset. So the first thing I have is fighting. I really hate fighting. I hate confrontation with things. Like, I can't stand to be around it, so that's definitely the first thing on my list. The second thing is when people have too much pride for things. I wish that everybody in this world would just like come to an understanding with people and just know when they've made a mistake. I hate when people can't take like action for what they've done because they have too much pride. And the third thing is misunderstandings. When people misunderstand things or misinterpret the way that, things are said, that really makes me upset because it turns into a fight, and that's the first thing. So those 3 things are definitely at the top. The next question is someone that I miss. So I lost my grandma about 7 years ago to cancer, and I miss her so much. So that's going to be the person that I put for this, just because she had the most beautiful soul ever, and I wish that she could be here right now so that I could just tell her my life, and just she would be so proud of everything. She was always such a proud person. So definitely my grandma. 13th question is someone that I love. So for this, I'm gonna put my dad, just because he's always been such a good impact in my life. Like there was some problems when we were younger and stuff, but now like he's just inspired me so much to just be my own person and to love myself, and my mom too, and my whole family. But my dad, really, we just like connect on another level where it's like we can talk life. And I love to have a good conversation about life, so my dad and we just click with that. So, 14th question is, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. I love Christmas so much. Not even the presents part, just like the family time and the gathering for that, the break at school, and I love like decorating the Christmas tree and the house and the lights. So yeah, definitely Christmas. And the food is so great. Yeah, it's definitely got to be Christmas for me. The 15th question is, what are 3 things that irritate you very easily? So I'm a very irritable person. I try not to be, but a lot of things get on my nerves very quick. My patience level is very low. So the first thing for me is when the Calgary Transit bus is either late or early. So like back when I used to take the bus to school all the time, I would always miss the bus because I was either too early or too late. Mostly like if I was there too early, then I would just leave because it was freezing outside, and then I'd miss it because I left, or when it's too late, like it says that it's supposed to be there at a certain time and it's not, like that got on my nerves so much. So I was late to school a lot. The second thing is when someone comes into my room when the door is closed and they leave it open. Like, if you come in here and it's closed, then close it when you leave. It's like a small petty thing, but it gets on my nerves. And the last thing is when someone eats my leftover food. I go out to eat a lot and I come home, put it in my fridge, and the next morning it's gone. Like, that gets on my nerves so much. I obviously wanted it there for a certain reason, so don't eat my food. I love food, don't eat it. 16th question is, what is your favorite animal? So for me, it's gonna have to be a close tie between cats and dogs. Like, I have both of them and I love them so much. I think there's like different characteristics about each of them that I like more or less, but I don't think I can pick like a set one that's like my favorite. So I'm gonna say both cats and dogs. 17th question is, talk about your animals. So I have 4 animals. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. My 2 dogs are, one's a purebred Chihuahua and the other one is a Chihuahua Yorkie mix. There's Pepper and Pikachu, and then my 2 cats are Luna and Ava. So I have had them for about 3 years now, and my one dog Pepper I've had for about 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and my other one 4 or 5 years. So I love them. The 18th question is, what was an embarrassing time for you? So I work retail and I'm usually at the cash desk, so I'm a cashier, and this one time I needed change for a customer, and so I was waiting and I paged my boss so that I could like open up the till and everything and get the change. And so I opened it and there was like, I couldn't see the change in there. So he's like, oh, it's okay, I'll go up to the safe. But he went through the change first that was in my till, and it turns out that the change was actually there. So I just wasted this customer's time, my manager's time, and my time because of my own stupidity. So needless to say, I was very embarrassed because, like, you know. The 19th question is, where do you work? So I'm not going to say the actual place that I work, but I do work in a mall doing retail, as I just said. 20th question is, what are 3 habits that you have? So my first habit is I chew my nails a lot. I try not to, but like when I had braces on, it was very easy for me to not chew my nails just because like it was hard to get in there. But now that I don't have my braces on anymore, it's very tempting for me to chew my nails, so I'm trying to work on that. Definitely when I get like fake nails on, it helps me a lot, so definitely gonna go do that soon. The second thing is I spend money. So money a lot of the time burns holes in my pockets. I'm usually sometimes good at saving stuff and like putting away money for, you know, like bills and food, but definitely if I have leftover money, you know it's going to close. And my third habit is that I eat a lot of bad food. I try to be healthy, but honestly, I love to eat McDonald's. Like, I usually get done work at around 10:30, and McDonald's is like my go-to every day. I love to eat McDonald's. I love Slurpees a lot. I love candy, so probably should work on that one. Question 21 is, what are 3 goals that you have? So my first goal is definitely financial freedom. I really want to be successful with finances, so definitely gonna have to step up my game in saving money, but definitely I just want to be, you know, free with finances. I don't want to be in debt. I've watched so many people struggle with it, and I know for myself that I don't want to be that way. So the second goal that I have is to travel. I want to travel a lot. I used to travel quite a bit when I was younger with my friend, but we've kind of drifted away. I mean, that's what happens sometimes. I do travel with my family sometimes. We've been to Cuba, we went to Mexico, I've been to California with my dad, and all around the States, but definitely as I get older, I definitely want to travel more with my friends and my family, so definitely that. And then the last goal is happiness. Now, it sounds pretty cliche. Everyone says, yeah, I want to be happy, but I for me, it's definitely like a huge goal for me, because I've always struggled with being happy with things and just being happy where I'm at right now, instead of like dwelling on the past or, you know, like hoping for the future. I just want to be fully, totally, like 100% happy with where I am in life, even with negative things. Like if I'm going through struggles, I just want to find happiness in that. So that's my third goal. So the next 4 questions aren't really like a Q&A, but it's kind of just some facts about myself. So 22 is I have a blog. I started it about a year ago, almost a year ago now. And basically it was just, I love to write and I just wanted to get my feelings out there. So I will leave the link to that down below. I don't update anymore. I was updating like once a week, like every Saturday, but life just got in the way, honestly, and I wasn't able to anymore. But I do sometimes upload, so if you're interested in that, then make sure you go check that out, and the link will be in the description down below. 23 is I used to play club volleyball, so I'm a huge volleyball lover. I love to play it. I used to be very good at it, pretty good, like I'm not going to say superstar good, but I was pretty decent, and I actually quit about 2 years ago or a year ago now because someone told me that I sucked at it, and honestly, like I wish that I had the strength then to like push through and be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm going to pursue this dream. But you know, sometimes things get in the way and people get in the way of things, but my advice for you in terms of that is don't let anybody get in the way of what your dreams are. Like I always had the dream to play volleyball, and I played for 2 seasons, and I let someone else ruin that by one stupid comment. So definitely just follow your heart and your dreams, and don't let anybody tell you what you're good at. Number 24, I love to nap. I'm definitely a napper person. I don't really get good sleeps at night, but I love myself a good nap during the day, so I love to nap. And the last thing is a quote that I like to live by. As I said earlier and mentioned earlier, I am a very inspirational person. I love to be inspired by things. I love to just be at peace and work on myself. So the quote that I have is, if every day was the most incredible day of your life, you wouldn't know what incredible is. You need to have crappy days or bad days to really understand the meaning of what incredible is. So definitely love to live by that. Not every day of your life is going to be great, but you definitely need to go through those hard times to make some of the days great. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!